up, beautiful people? It is good to see you again. I want you to know that relationships matter. Matter of fact, I believe that God calls us to live in relation with people. Psalm 133:1 says, "How good and pleasant it is for God's people to dwell in unity." And also in Proverbs 27:17, it says, "As iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another." Relationships matter. But let's face it, sometimes singles get the short end of the stick in church. I know. It's hard out here in these streets for singles. I think a lot of times churches, well-meaning churches, focus primarily on families, which is great and awesome because God is for families. He loves families. However, sometimes singles can fall through the cracks, and we're left to pick up the pieces. We're left to try to figure out how to live and work in community with people. But it can sometimes feel lonely. It can sometimes feel overwhelming, and sometimes singles just don't know what to do as far as building relationships in the church. And this is why I'm creating this video. Here are some tips that I have noticed has helped me build relationships within the church as a single. And when I'm talking about singles, I'm talking about someone that is not married. So we are going to be delving into 3 tips that has helped tremendously to build relationships within the church. My first tip is this: talk to and learn from more seasoned women. This is so very important. Some of the most richest relationships that I have engaged in over the years have been from more seasoned women. And when I'm talking about seasoned women, I'm talking about people that may be older. It could be someone that can be older, but it could also mean someone that is maybe in a similar career field and they're further along than you. It could be someone that has the future life that you want to have. Maybe you want to have kids. Maybe you want to be married and have a husband. Maybe connecting with women that are living that life to learn from them is so very important. And here's why. I just said it. You can learn from them, and that develops growth in yourself when you're seeing someone more seasoned live the life that maybe you want to live one day. But also, and this is very important, they can help you avoid mistakes that they made in the past. This is super key because you can avoid pitfalls and disappointments and other things that maybe this person had to go through. And another thing, they can encourage you on your faith walk. And this is so very important because some of the relationships that I've had at my church with older women has encouraged my faith so much just to see where they came from and where they're going now. It just builds me up. It makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. All right, here's my second tip. And this is to find people in a similar season to live or walk life out with. And this is so key because these people are going to be your friends. They're going to be your point of contacts, the people that you talk to most often. And these relationships are important because it's always good for you to feel that you are supported and valued. And these relationships can be key for those feelings. We all like support when we go through. And they're in similar seasons than us. Maybe they're in similar age ranges. And so they can help walk you through and guide you and encourage you during your season of life. And these are so very important because I know as I was going to my church, finding people that were in similar ages, similar seasons of life helped my faith so much, and it's still blessing me till this day. But I will say that these relationships are the hardest to maintain because these are people that you're going to be with more often. These are people that you're going to talk to frequently. And if you've been around people for any amount of time, you know that people are people. They can be trifling. They can be hard to deal with. And it can be hard to maintain relationships with our busy and hectic schedules that we have in Western culture, especially. And so maintaining these relationships is key because when you fight for the courage to be vulnerable with these people, it enriches your life so much. A couple of practical things that I do to maintain relationships is, a lot of times I will schedule in times to communicate or hang with my friends. So I may say, oh, Wednesdays are girls' nights. Just the fact that I put it in my planner as this amount of time cannot be touched, because this is a time where I am going to hang with my girls. It has helped me to maintain relationships. Another practical thing that I do to maintain those relationships is when someone comes in my brain, or I have a thought about someone, I just immediately hit them up. I text them, say, hey, how are you doing? How's everything? It doesn't have to be anything complicated. When I think about them, I reach out to them. And this has helped me so much, because some of the best relationships that I'm enjoying today happen because I thought of them and I just reached out and texted them, and it became more frequent and more organic as time went on. My last tip is to serve. This is key. Serving, in my opinion, is the easiest way to build relationships with people within the church. Why? Because when you serve, you're coming in contact with people in your church from all different seasons of life. You may be serving with younger people, with older people, with people in different careers, people with different just life situations going on, people with kids, people without kids, people that are single, people that are married. So many different types of people serve within the church. And this is key to building relationships. Put yourself out there. But I will say this, if you are serving, show yourself friendly if you want to have friends. I know sometimes we got a little scowl on our face. Just smile. Smile. Engage in conversation with people. It matters. The word says in Proverbs 18:24, it says this. It says, a man who has friends must himself show himself friendly. This is so key. If you want to have friends, show yourself friendly. When you're not serving, reach out to them, talk to them, and passing at church, say hey to them, smile at them. I promise you, it's an easy way to build relationships within the church. Those are my 3 tips. If you have any more tips, hey, just comment below with your suggestions. Also, remember to like this video. And also remember to share it with a girlfriend, subscribe to Joyfully Sarah, and turn on those notifications if you want more updates on when new videos will be uploaded. Well, that's all I have for you. I hope this video was helpful. Goodbye, beautiful people.